Bhairavi, let me start with you. Polling has already begun in Delhi. You are actually reporting from a place where several key leaders in the capital will be casting their vote. So a lot of people whose fate will be hanging from this area. Tell us more.
Absolutely, Kajori, and this is of course in Delhi a very, very high-stake battle for all parties, particularly the Congress, who've made a clean sweep in the 2009 election, the 7-0 sweep, of course, and in the East Delhi constituency, which we have been tracking over the past couple of days, it's Sandeep Dixit, Mahesh Giri, and of course Raj Mohan Gandhi of the Aam Aadmi Party. But Sandeep Dixit, if we remember, is a two-time MP, and but in the assembly elections 2013, it was a game changer really for the Congress party, as it lost 8 out of 10 assembly seats. So significant changes there in the last couple of years for the Congress. In East Delhi, it is of course a huge Muslim population as well, 30 to 35%. This has traditionally been a Congress bastion. However, we saw that the AAP party has made several inroads in that and has cut the Congress's vote. Mahesh Giri, of course, a little known from East Delhi, is taking on a complete bigwig from the Congress, Sandeep Dixit, but of course anxious moments for him as well. Ironically, of course, Mr. Dixit will not be able to vote for himself because he lives in the New Delhi constituency where we are at the moment, but he is from, of course the leader from the East Delhi constituency. We are at the moment in Pandara Park and several people are coming in. This is trickling in, of course, at the moment. Sandeep Dixit will also be voting here. And when we spoke to several leaders earlier on, they said that, look, we've done what we could. There were door-to-door campaigns, Padayatras. All parties have done that this time around. They've changed the way they have gone about their own campaigns this time around. They've relied a lot on social media here in Delhi and elsewhere in the country as well. All parties, particularly the Congress, the AAP and the BJP, have concentrated on the young voters, asking them to come out and vote in huge numbers. So high-stake battle in New Delhi, of course. Things change around a lot in the Delhi Assembly elections, and it is something to watch out for all parties. Kajori.
Right, and of course we will be tracking what happens there. Let's go over to Ketki Angre now, who joins us from Ghaziabad. Ketki, what are the key factors that are going to be coming into play as far as Ghaziabad is concerned?
Well, Kajur, an interesting battle here in Ghaziabad, which many people are also seeing a battle between outsiders, because as General VK Singh of the BJP, who doesn't cast his vote in Ghaziabad, the Shazia Ilmi of the Aam Aadmi Party again, who casts a vote in Delhi, and Raj Babbar, who casts his vote in Agra. So an interesting battle between the three of them. It's a seat that is being held by Rajnath Singh, BJP's president. But, the early voters who've already cast their vote, let's talk to you about the issues here. यहाँ पर मुद्दे क्या-क्या है? सब लोग विकास की बात करते हैं.
सुशासन का मुद्दा है, ट्रैफिक जाम का मुद्दा है, शहर, ये जो राज्य सरकार और प्रदेश सरकार की महंगाई बढ़ाई हुई है, ये बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है, करप्शन का मुद्दा है.
अब पूरी फैमिली, पूरा परिवार आप इतने सुबह आ गए हैं. आज छुट्टी है, वैसे लोग कहते हैं कि कुछ बाद में भी आ सकते हैं, आराम से आ सकते हैं. आप इतने जल्दी कैसे?
मेन हमारा है चुनाव डालना, वोट डालना. ये इसलिए हम सबसे पहले जो है वोट डालते हैं, फिर बाद में दूसरा काम करते हैं.
यूथ के लिए क्या मुद्दे हैं आज फिलहाल?
मैम, यूथ के लिए आजकल सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा है, इन माय ओपिनियन, इज द एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड नेशनल सिक्योरिटी. बिकॉज अगर आपका देश सिक्योर रहेगा तभी आप अपनी लाइफ को सिक्योर मान सकते हैं. सो आई बिलीव BJP is a very good alternative for us, and since General VK Singh is contesting from this side, so yeah, we are sure from this side.
Well, without getting into party specifics, आपने कहा आज एक त्योहार की तरह आप इसको मना रहे हैं.
ये राष्ट्रीय पर्व है मैम. हम होली, दिवाली, अन्य त्योहार मनाते हैं. ये 5 साल में आता है, जो इस देश की तकदीर तय करता है. तो हमें इसे त्योहार के रूप में लेना चाहिए और सब काम बाद में, पहले मतदान करना चाहिए.
In fact, interesting statistics also show that 43% of the votes last time went to Rajnath Singh, but many people also feel that he didn't really step into the constituency once he was voted. He was too busy managing the party affairs. On the other hand, people also feel that Raj Babbar, who is an actor turned politician, he has contested from UP in the past, but will he be able to make a difference here? Then, the BSP has Mukul Upadhyay. He is banking on the fact that 4 of the 5 seats that are under this parliamentary constituency. 4 of the 5 MLAs are of the BSP and 1 is from the Samajwadi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party banking on its performance of 49-day government in Delhi, and they're saying that's an impact they hope can have here as well. General VK Singh, of course, he's joined the BJP recently. He got a ticket from here and he's also hoping that he will be able to make a difference as well. So an interesting contest playing out here in Ghaziabad. Kajori?
Right, an interesting contest there indeed, Ketki. Now, let's go over to Aanchal Vora, who's joining us from Bastar. Aanchal, we were just talking to Alok a short while ago about going to polls under the looming threat of Naxal terror, which is a very, very real threat as far as this area is concerned. Tell us about the security arrangements there and what the turnout has been this early in the morning.
Well, Kajori, if you remember, only yesterday, 3 of the Cobra Battalion soldiers were killed in an Naxal ambush. Now, having said that, we got here, we are in Deurgaon in Bastar Lok Sabha constituency right now. We got here at 6:15 in the morning and we already saw a queue. I'll ask my camera person to just pan and show the number of people who've collected here. We were speaking to them a little earlier and they said this is the objective of the day, to go to the polling booth and cast their vote. Now, coming back to the question of security, people in this area, this polling booth have definitely collected to vote, but is that going to be the case in every polling booth or not is something that we'll have to actually travel through the constituency and track. Totally, you've got about 1,800 polling booths here, and the Election Commission in the state has termed 1,400 of these polling booths critical. 150 plus polling parties are going to be doing rounds in this constituency. Polling parties would comprise of specially trained soldiers to ensure that the Election Commission people who are conducting these elections and those going for these elections, casting their vote, are kept safe. The government has also organized for air ambulances and, of course, to ensure a fair election, web cameras and digital cameras, 50 plus web cameras and digital cameras as well. So the threat is here, but people, at least in Deurgaon, where we are right now, are braving that threat and coming out in good numbers so far to vote. But like I said, we'll have to travel the constituency and go in the interiors to check out if people have been able to brave that threat and really come out to cast their vote. Back to you in the studio.
Right, thank you, Aanchal. Now let's go over to Vishnu Shom. Vishnu, a double whammy for Odisha. They're having their first phase of the Lok Sabha polls as well as the assembly polls today. Tell us more.
No, that's right, Kajori. It is a very, very important day for Odisha. I think in the focus on the national elections, the Lok Sabha elections, the importance of these Odisha assembly elections has perhaps been forgotten at a certain extent at the national media level. But just to give you an idea, 70 assembly constituency seats out of 147 go to the polls today, including that of the Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, and of course 10 out of 21 Lok Sabha seats go to polls today. There are 98 candidates who are involved in the electoral fray today, and the areas voting by and large are the western parts of Odisha and the southern parts of Odisha. Now, in terms of where I am, I'm in Bolangir. This is an interesting contest. It's a very important contest, Bolangir being among the largest constituencies in the country. This is a contest where erstwhile royals are fighting against each other. So you've got the incumbent MP Kalikesh Narayan Singh Deo of the BJD taking on his sister-in-law Sangeeta Singh Deo, who is contesting from the BJP. Kalikesh's father, A.U. Singh Deo, is contesting the assembly. Sangeeta's husband, K.V. Singh Deo, the BJP president, is also contesting the assembly poll. So it's the royal family against the erstwhile royal family against each other over here. Just one more important point. It is intensely hot in parts of western Orissa already. It was 42 degrees yesterday. Bolangir a few years back had gone up to 50 degrees. This year already there is a heat wave. And therefore heat is going to be a significant factor in these elections. At the moment, the voting has started out. I can tell you that it's not very much at this stage, but in the next little while we expect it to pick up substantially, both over here in urban areas and rural areas in western Odisha as well.
Right, thank you Vishnu for joining us with those details. Now let's go over to Tanima Biswas coming to us from Muzaffarnagar. Tanima, all eyes really on Muzaffarnagar at the moment, given that the rhetoric arising from Muzaffarnagar has almost become the main political standpoint for all of Uttar Pradesh in the wake of those riots. What is this mood and sentiment there at the moment?
That's right, Kajuri, as you were saying that this all eyes are on Muzaffarnagar because this in a way is one of the most polarized constituencies in the state. We are standing at Loi village. The polling booth over here is going to see a lot of people who had been affected by the riots in September. In fact, what we are being told by locals in this area is that around 700 riot victims have been registered from here. They are likely to cast their vote today, and of course, the security in these areas is tremendous as well. Around 10,000 security personnel have in fact been deployed in Muzaffarnagar constituency area just to make sure that the polling process goes on smoothly. 4,000 miscreants are under the watch of the policemen as well. So there's been a lot of preparation which has been done in order to make sure that it is a fair election. We are going to speak to some people who have in fact come from Fugana village, which saw some of the worst violence during September. आपका नाम बताइए पहले।
मेरा नाम मोहम्मद यासीन है।
आपका?
मेरा नाम सलीम है।
आप लोग फुगाने गांव से हो जहां पे दंगा हुआ था। आप लोग वहां पे वापस नहीं जा रहे वोट करने के लिए। यहां से आपकी वोटिंग हुई है, राइट?
जी जी।
आपके परिवार में कितने लोग हैं? कितनों की वोटिंग कार्ड्स बनी है?
हमारे परिवार में 6 वोटिंग है जी, तो 4 वोटिंग मिली है, हमें 2 बाकी रह गई है।
तो कोई ऐसे आप जानते हो जो फुगाने गांव में वापस जा रहे हैं वोटिंग करने के लिए क्योंकि उनका नाम यहाँ पे रजिस्टर नहीं हुआ?
नहीं, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है।
सब लोग यहीं से वोट दे रहे हैं। आप जानते हैं किसी को जो फुगाने गांव में या किसी ऐसे दंगा गांव में जा रहे हैं जहाँ पे दंगा हुआ था?
नहीं, कोई नहीं जा रहा वहाँ पर।
सब यहीं पे वोट
सब यहीं पर वोट गया।
और सबका कार्ड बना है?
मतलब किसके आगे किसी को नहीं है।
अच्छा,
हाँ, कुछ के रह गए।
कुछ के रह गए। सो सम ऑफ द पीपल हैव ऑफ कोर्स कम आउट टू वोट। यही हम बोलेंगे, आपके लिए सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा क्या है? आप लोग फुगाने गांव से हो, इतने दिन से आप लोग अपने घर छोड़ के बाहर रह रहे हो, आज आप लोग वोट करने के लिए आए हो, वोट डाले हो, आपके लिए सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा क्या है?
मुद्दा तो ये है, ये हम अपनी मर्जी से, अपने घर नहीं है, बाहर नहीं है, हम अपनी मर्जी से वोट डालेंगे जी।
पर आप लोगों को ये लगता है कि सरकार की तरफ से ज्यादा सुरक्षा होनी चाहिए आप लोगों को?
जी हाँ,
कोई सी भी सरकार हो होनी चाहिए, हमारी मदद तो होनी चाहिए। हमारे पास मकान नहीं है, मतलब जमीन तो हमने ले ली, मकान बनने के लिए हमारे पास पैसा।
आप लोग अभी सुरक्षित महसूस करते हैं यहाँ पे इतने दूर रह के अपना घर वापस नहीं जाना?
जी नहीं, हम यहीं से रहना चाहते हैं।
So a lot of people are not willing to go back to their villages even now, which is why they have arrangements have in fact been made to make sure that they vote from the polling booth nearest to the location where they are staying right now. As I have been mentioning that there are polling booths, around over 600 polling booths which are very sensitive in the Muzaffarnagar constituency, and in a lot of these areas we are hoping that the riot victims, not all of them have got their voting cards, but around 50% of so have got it. So the administration is also trying to make sure and encourage them that they come out and cast their vote. Kajuri?
Right, thank you for joining us with those details.